Vampire. On se retrouve pour la suite de Vampire. On se retrouve il fallait chercher pas le rescapé, mais il y en avait un qui était comment vous dire, il y en avait un qui était pas emprisonné, mais il cherchait à, il était face à des comment vous dire, face à des escales. Et du coup, bah, je l'ai donc libéré. Alors, je pense que c'est le citoyen qui me manquait pour le quartier. Donc, il y avait celui-là. Donc, il y avait Newton Blight et lui qui s'est, par contre, Oswald.
Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get
Thatcher.
out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Il n'y a rien, hein, de toute façon. Citoyen sauvé. Vous avez sauvé un citoyen qui sera de retour dans son quartier à partir de la nuit prochaine. Nickel. Donc lui, on n'a rien à faire pour l'instant. Alors claustrophobie, enquête terminée. Comment retrouver le malfrat dans les égouts? Donc on va y aller. Bien sûr, on va y aller. Donc on se retrouve là. Donc il fallait pas du tout sortir des égouts. Hein. Pas du tout. Bonjour. Allez, 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 oulala. Oulala, oulala, oulala. Ah. Despicable, c'est répugnant. C'est répugnant. Ouh, une tache de sang. Oulala, oula, oula. Bête des égouts. Où es-tu? Ouh, putain.
What sort of creature is this?
Gros bisous à mon chaton. Non, je Putain. Ah là, je suis dans la merde. Ouh, bol de lumière. Je veux du sang. Je veux du sang. Il me faut du sang. Ça va. Je pensais être dans la merde, je pensais être mort, mais... Voilà, échantillon de sanglier liquide. C'est bon ça.
Here's what's left.
Alors, si vous êtes malade, que vous n'avez pas d'argent, si vous qui vous soyez, d'où que vous veniez, Dorothea est là pour aider. Ah, ça arrive en plus. Sans entourloupe, sans frais, sans question, trouver la maison de Darius Petrescu et présenter ce bon. Da casore vendite la casa with Petrescu coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
Et si ça pas parler cette langue-là, comment il faut?
I really must find her.
Bon, au moins ça c'est une bonne chose de faite. On va essayer de sortir. On va essayer de sortir. Faut que j'en récupère du sang. C'est bon, arrête de te battre. Bon, lui on s'en fout un petit peu. Alors attends. Ah bah non, sinon on a qu'à faire de l'autre côté. Voilà, c'est très bien. J'ai pas regardé ce qu'il y avait par contre. Il y avait des choses, des chignes au moins. C'est ça qui est bien. Bon. Qu'est-ce que je voulais dire? On a donc rencontré une autre personne qui s'appelle Harriet Jones, qui elle est aussi dans l'hôpital, est à l'hôpital Pembroke, donc au Pembroke Hospital, qui elle va me donner du fil à retordre. Alors, ok ça. J'ai vu un truc, je suis pas sûr. Newton Light. Ok, donc il va pas.
Have you found Oswald?
Not yet, sir. I need more information.
Mais si j'ai trouvé.
All right.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about this?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taking care of each other since we came back from the front.
Ça c'est bien
Can
ça.
you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your...
He went down by the canal.
Ouais, bon ça on
I
a
have all
compris.
the information.
Thank you.
Ouais, ok. Bon, je pense qu'il va changer de. Peut-être, hein. Bon, sûrement, hein, bien sûr. Mais j'ai pas vu le niveau de charme. Parce que oui, je suis encore niveau 1, mais moi, si j'ai envie de bouffer, s'il m'apporte 3. Ok, niveau 3. Parce que je sais pas du tout s'il va m'apporter des solutions, des affirmations, tout ce que tu veux. Parce que, imaginez si lui ou même son pote Thatcher, il est. C'est le frère de Timothée, de Mortimer Gossuc, pardon. J'entends un... Elle dit Hesh baby. Se rendre à Whitechapel. Inconnu. Comment il dort lui?
I'm afraid the trail of breadcrumbs leads beyond the hospital premises. I must leave for a time.
Is that
Now it's time for...
matinee?
Est-ce qu'il... Ouais.
I hadn't considered that eventuality.
Do be careful, my good doctor.
Oui.
When a more
I'll return with case...
Strickland. Oh, attends, il y a un truc à faire. Il y a un truc à faire, il y a un truc à faire. Il y a un truc à faire les amis, il y a un truc à faire. Putain. Ah voilà. Je suis en train de vous espionner mais vous me voyez pas. Je suis juste devant la truc mais...
Sure, I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again.
Promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Donc ça me permettra de trouver, enfin d'avoir des nouvelles indices, pardon. Et c'est pas le seul. Du coup je vais aller. Bonjour.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, that's true.
All right then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
D'accord. Ouh. Détruire après lecture.
I have to go.
Je vais le faire, hein, du coup. Il y a mal de tête. Ça c'est fait. C'est ouf, c'est ouf, c'est là. Voilà. Oh, sodium, nickel ça. Il faut... Oh, lui je peux le tuer par contre. On va voir. De toute façon, je pense que je tuerai les deux. Hein. Je tuerai les deux s'ils me donnent pas s'ils me donnent pas d'informations, franchement, pourquoi pas, hein, tu vois. Je dirais pas non, tu sais. Donc franchement, je pense qu'après il va me donner énormément d'expérience. C'est chez lui, je pense. Ah, je peux me servir comme refuge. Alors, ma chère mère, lorsque vous trouverez cette lettre, je ne serai plus de ce monde. Alors, attendez 2 petites secondes, je vais essayer de me mettre bien. Et je veux que vous sachiez que je n'ai pas décidé d'en finir à cause de vous. Je quitte ce monde car le poids de mon existence en ce temps trouble est devenu bien trop lourd. Parfois j'ai le sentiment que ces vers de Baudelaire résonnent directement dans mon cœur. Quand le ciel bas et lourd pèse comme un couvercle sur l'esprit gémissant en proie au ennui et que l'horizon embrassant sous le ciel. Ok.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Alors par contre là je peux... Oh. Traitement... Sepsis. Pneumonie et rhume. Ah putain. J'en ai un? Je sais pas hein. Je sais pas du tout hein. Bon, moi j'en ai plusieurs pour la fatigue. Comme ça, celui qui en veut... Fantasme. Mais c'est très bordélique chez toi, petit.
It's locked, all right.
Chilling. Nouvel objet à collectionner. Choisir que faire de la lettre de Mortimer. Apporter la lettre à Mortimer. Donner la lettre à la mère de Mortimer. Voilà, on va la donner à Mortimer. Les grippes dégénèrent souvent en pneumonie. Pour éviter tout ce risque espagnol, restez chez vous. Et dire que 100 ans plus tard, il y a des gens qui veulent pas mettre de masque. Qui voulaient pas mettre de masque. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je vous dise?
Good evening, Doctor.
Non!
Goodbye, Mrs. Gold. Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Don't you see how lucky you are? You're rich, you're in good health, and you have a loving mother. You're simply drowning in self-pity.
Leave me alone then, Doctor, and let me drown myself.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you.
Ouh.
I have to go.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good
Du
evening.
coup... Ah, je peux quand même lui en parler.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
Ok.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension.
Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
You realize your son could try to kill himself again. He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswin.
Qu'est-ce que je fais?
Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
Your mother won't let you down, Mortimer. Don't you share her hope for a better future?
No. I don't.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? I could, but it would not change anything.
How painful is your...
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
Pourtant c'est ce que tu fais depuis tout à l'heure. Il manque qu'un putain d'indice.
I have to go now.
Good evening.
Je lui ai tout dit. Ouais, je lui ai parlé de tout.
Tell me what you...
Manque plus qu'un putain d'indice pour elle aussi.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswin.
Bah. Taureau Strickland, comment tu vas?
Good evening, Dr. Strick. And good evening to you.
Longtemps que je t'ai plus parlé. Ah, 3, 5, 6.
Goodbye, Dr. Strick.
Peut-être parler à ce flemmard. Enfin, parce qu'il est mort, je pensais qu'il faisait rien.
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Pourquoi souhaitez-vous prendre en charge cette opération chirurgicale?
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Thank you.
Ok. Physique.
Good evening, Mr. Good evening. Goodbye for now, Mr.
Ah, je pensais... Bon, écoute, on va aller voir Strickland.
Good evening. And good evening. Goodbye, Doctor.
Ok. J'entends des battements de cœur. Oh, il y a un truc qui se passe. Il y a un truc qui se passe là. Voilà. Oh.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
C'est pas vraiment une donation.
It's locked.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers.
Ah bon?
As I told you, I like to help people. And everybody needs help from time to time.
Ah bon?
A pawn?
Yes, sir.
What with the who comes here?
I'm very cautious.
Ok.
Please show me.
Of course.
On va voir un peu ce qu'il a. j'ai 294 donc... Waverly Ackroyd. Ackroyd. « 20 charmes le mec, la meuf, je veux dire, pardon. On va aller voir Thelma Hawcroft. Où est-elle? Je te vois plus du tout, où es-tu? Mais dis-moi pas que c'est pas vrai. Perdu. Ah ok. Vu qu'elle a appris que Thomas est le des morts, j'ai donc perdu. Et il y a moyen de la retrouver par contre ou... En vrai je sais pas. Hein. Attends, je vais quand même rentrer... Je vais évoluer un petit peu. Le niveau de charme, niveau 4. Ah, sinon, attends. Je pensais prendre le chemin rapide, mais... je me suis perdu. Alors, trop cher. Ici aussi. Et niveau charme, comment tu fais? Je sais plus comment tu fais. Le niveau... Wouah! Le niveau charme. Fatigue. Donc, là tout va mal. Enfin, tout va mal. Laisse-moi voir. C'est vrai que j'ai pas... Fatigue. 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 Mal de tête, rhume. Fatigue. Fatigue et fatigue. Et rhume, pardon. Et fatigue. Et du coup... Ouah, grave. C'est chaud, hein.
Good evening, Doc.
All I wanted was to go back to work, to take care of my children.
Subira bientôt les conséquences de mon geste. Combien j'ai de... Je suis au chapitre 2, hein. Ok. Qu'est-ce que je voulais faire, moi? Je sais même plus ce que je voulais faire, bordel de merde. Ah oui. Combien j'ai de... pour la fatigue. Capacité sanguine. Traitement 5 et 1 pour le mal de tête. On va aller voir les messieurs là. Parce que avec Thatcher là, apparemment, il a pu.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you require medical?
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do...
I'll try, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying.
Do you need any medical help?
I'm afraid.
Our job brings us into...
That's easy.
I'd like to see...
Wise choice, Doctor.
Les deux ils sont là. Et où est-il ton pote? Thatcher, 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 Thatcher. Le voilà. Putain. Donc, franchement...
It's locked, all right.
Ils ont des trucs. Ah voilà.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
No, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
We survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
Pardon.
Fuck the war. And fuck them all. Fuck the war.
Oh, fuck the war. Fuck the war, bitch. Newton right. Bonjour.
Hello again, Mr.
Yes, this neighborhood makes...
Votre vie à Londres.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctors say. I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital. I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Je le charme ou pas? Parce que là,
Goodbye, Mr.
j'ai bien envie de le charmer.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
I'm a turn.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
If people find out. Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, never thought I'd love a man.
Maybe a time will come when you'll not have to hide who you are. But for now, I can only advise caution.
I know, Dr. Reed. Oswald wouldn't survive behind bars. He wouldn't live long if we were separated.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh.
Vermin.
He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Ok.
It's locked.
Voilà. J'ai bien envie de le charmer.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this?
Despite what you think about this place.
Well, at least...
Goodbye, Mr.
Good evening, sir.
I'm quite busy, right?
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of...
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention.
Thank you for your...
Bon. On va aller faire ça. Grave.
Go back home, idiots!
Ça, je pense qu'à un moment donné, ça va tout va péter quoi.
Stupid beast! Filthy piece of shit!
Eh putain. Oh, j'étais presque. Hein. J'étais presque. Je suis dégoûté. Mais j'étais presque. Je ne dis pas qu'il fallait... J'ai essayé, mais pas sûr. Ce que je vais faire, c'est que je sais pas comment tu fais. Ah voilà. Ouais, ça coûte. Donc en vrai je préfère garder le pieu. Il est en train de me bouffer. comment il fait pour être résistant, putain? Ouais. Bon, on verra un autre moment. On verra un autre moment. On va essayer d'être plus que niveau 16. Hein. On va essayer. Alors du coup, qu'on soit faire, on va faire. On va faire ce qu'il y a à faire. On va faire ça comme mission. Chargement. Putain. Allez. Ah, enfin la musique tranquille. Par contre, la plateforme, je la trouve pas. Hein. Enfin, en tout cas, pour le sortir par là, là, l'autre côté. Ok. Nickel. Oh, tout va bien? Harvey. On se demande qui a tué. Non, je rigole.
Good evening, Dr. Strick. Have you seen any suspicious activity in the vicinity, Dr. Reed? No more than usual. This is no laughing matter, Dr. Reed. A patient of mine has been murdered. Mr. Fiddick is dead. I should have been more cautious.
Do you need my med? Would have been. There is no shame in helping each other. Many doctors I have.
Voilà.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Dr. Strickland. Elle a encore quelque chose à dire ou pas, Harriet Jones là?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Ah, elle a plus rien à me dire. Bonjour toi.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Hammond.
Bon, on va faire ça. Après, on va essayer de trouver des rats. Ça pour les bouffer. Whitechapel Street. Ah lui, niveau 18 là. Chaud patate. Du coup, chantage à Whitechapel. Refuge. Une cible. Donc en vrai, vaut mieux